Hi, I'm Renee. This is Renee Genet. And this year I have dedicated to living in my power in all areas of my life. I'm referring to it as my powerful year. And each of these YouTube videos that I'm creating are coming from the very work that is coming up for me as I move through each week. And it's been shocking so far what has come up that I'm forced to look at and work with and reframe. So today we talk about power as something we project outward, achievements, boundaries, a voice, impact. But there's another kind of power, the power to receive, to let love in, to feel your own worth, your own belovedness, not as a concept, but in your body, in your bones, to feel it. This video begins with a text message on an ordinary Saturday. You see, grief doesn't arrive on a schedule. There's no real set steps for the process of grief. You see, on a random Saturday evening, I was having dinner in my home with a friend, and a text from one of Todd's closest friends unexpectedly showed up. I looked at the name on the text, and it was there suddenly. Suddenly, Todd was completely present and completely gone at the same time. The heaviness dropped in. The missing him dropped in. The rush of his presence was felt. Life continued around me as normal. Dinner with a friend, putting food on the table. That evening, an ordinary world moving forward while I held something profound inside. I held the disappointment underneath the grief. You see, Todd didn't fully feel how much he was loved when he was here. His addiction, his struggle stood between him and knowing his own worth, his own value. The quiet wondering if he had truly felt it, might things have been different, has stuck with me. The story of deep, profound grief. See, the spiritual truth of this is that Todd speaks to me from the other side, and that's not something I say lightly. He always has since his passing. So I know now how much he feels that he was loved completely and without obstruction. The veil that stood between him and that knowing lifted with his passing as his earthly story fell away. What those earthly wounds blocked from him during his lifetime, he is able to receive and know fully now. That is both a consolation and a piercing question. The love was always there. What was standing between him and feeling it. I can't say for sure. That was his. What is standing between you and feeling loved right now? The invitation. One of the most powerful things that you can do in your own powerful year is not to find more love, not to earn it or deserve it or deserve more of it, but to examine what is blocking you from feeling the love that you already have. What's already there? The capacity to let it in, to feel worthy of it without deflecting or minimizing it. This is a profound power. One of the most quietly common forms of powerlessness is this inability to receive love. Todd couldn't do it while he was here. Not because he wasn't loved. He was beyond measure. But because something in him couldn't let it in. Just kept it from landing. Don't wait for the veil to lift to know how loved you are. Okay, let's leave you with a few questions. This feels really heavy for me. So I want to leave you with a few questions to take to your journal or your morning shower, your car ride, your walk around the neighborhood, wherever it is that you find that moment of solitude to be in reflection with you and you. That's different for all of us. Wherever that is, hold these questions lightly during that time. What is standing between you and feeling how loved you are? Right now, right here, right now. Not as a concept to be thought of or to be understood in your head, but to be known in your body. Is there love in your life that you have been deflecting, minimizing, or simply not letting in? What would you do differently today if you allowed yourself to fully receive it? What would you do differently today if you allowed yourself to fully receive it? I will always hold the question of how things might have been different for Todd's life here had he been willing or had he been able to receive how very much he was loved and to trust that receiving, to trust that love. How very much his life might have been different. We will never know. He knows now, and there's solace in that. I don't want to ever wait for my death to know how much I am loved or to be able to receive love. And I don't want that for you either. I'm going to leave it here. Be well. Take care of each other. And I will see you soon. A biento.